fine Friday night to you as we come your way from Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the New York Mets and the Colorado Rockies. Colorado find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Antonio Senzatella will be on the mound for the Rocks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, Senzatella has really made a name for himself. Another one of the strong-arm, big-arm guys that have come out of the Colorado Rockies minor league system. 94 to 96 miles an hour. Good sinking action. Love his slider. It's good. It's hard. It's a short, quick, biting slider. His changeup has gotten better. His best quality, he's not afraid to attack the strike zone.
So here's Pete Alonso, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. In now, Kevin Pillar. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. And now a chance to meet the Mets. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Standing in now, James McCann. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Hit high and deep out to left field. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's just 1 for 6. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. Fouled away. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 3 runs already home here. Conforto behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
The 1-2. Here's a fastball that misses.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Still only one out in the inning. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Lifted down the line in left. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Mets 3, the Rockies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
Raimel Tapia is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
じゃあ、久しぶりですな。昨日も夜中やってたんですけどね。
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
To 2-2 now.
これは打たれた。
And there's a base hit on the line.
でもこの暑い時に装具を入れるというのはどういうことなんでしょうな。暑くて折れない。
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
通知が来ない。マジか。
The 0-1 pitch.
それもやらしい。
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is
で
a
も
pitcher
オ
for
フライ
his
ン
friend
で
Matthew Ross.
見れる
Very
とか
wide
よう書い
strike
て
zone.
ます。
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
あちゃ
Ready with another 0-2. Hit back up the middle.
よっしゃ、ダブル
Second
プ
for
レイ。
one. On to first, and they get them both. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Trevor Story in this one. He's got a 7-game hit streak going right now. That's a good, solid week. What a foundation to build on. I think he's getting to where he's starting to feel real comfortable seeing the ball, and he's swinging it really good right now.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Trying to get him started again following the double play. 2-0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here it comes.
コロラドロッキーズですな。
3-0 now.
あれもボー
Now
ル。
with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just
このピッチ
groove
ャーの
one
髪
here just
型も
because it's
独特です
3-0.
な。
He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rockies are down quietly. Still down 3-0. So stepping in is Luis Guillorme. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
なあ、でも昼間のたこ焼き、すごい。50個とか売ってる時点ですごい。
In the air, out to right. Blackman's after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
大食いはあんだけ変えたら相当
So here's
食え
how the
ます。
Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackman. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
So here's Brendan Nimmo. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
So next to hit is Marcus Stroman. Now the first pitch. And he fouls this one off.
やたらこの21の宣伝しまくってますね、これ。
The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
The 1-2.
おお、
Down the line and
自
fair. That's
ら
a
打
hit.
つ。やりますね。
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He singled in his first AB. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. Stroman at second with 2 down.
Nope.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher's going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2-1 the count to Pilar. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 2 left for the Mets, but they lead it 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Trevor Story. First pitch of the AB now. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Outside, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
Grounded to third. Davis grabs it cleanly, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Josh Fuentes to the plate now. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Sam Hilliard.
Bases empty, 2 away, and now digging in will be Sam Hilliard. Here's the first pitch.
入っててもわしがボール言うたらボールやろ。あっちゃ。気まぐれ審判ですからな。
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail in this one, 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, James McCann. Now the pitch.
来
Into
週
the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing,
Oh,
and there it
ah.
goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Just a majestic home run to watch, and I certainly think it's worth looking at with our show track technology. You don't see many home runs in that territory, and with a projected distance coming in at 470 feet, it backs it up. A really impressive blast.
That'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
発売ですね。シブラリー2でしたっけ？なんか読み方がようわからんけど。
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
2 balls and a strike to count.
シラリズム2でした。
Now the 2-1.
結構えげつなく
Michael
来
Conforto
週発
is
売
on
でし
deck.
たね。
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Up next, Michael Conforto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Lindor aboard here at first with nobody out. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
0-1
here it comes. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
He waits. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
set and the pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 New York. Now at the plate here is Welker.
The third baseman.
And now the first pitch. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
And that one yanked just foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Digging in will be number 3. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First offering on its way. Now a ball hit high and fairly deep down the left field line. This ball has a chance and gone for a home run. Shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him as they get on the board. It's 4-1 now.
Yeah, they're still down a few, but a solo shot will make them feel a lot better about themselves. They're not being shut out, and now they know they can get to this guy.
To the plate now, Antonio Senzatella.
No pitcher.
And so it's a strike 1 on the inside corner.
Senzatella.
ああ、そうか。10日に忍者ガイデン。忍者ガイデン。柴県民は生産の名前。柴県民。
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, drive ball.
Back to the top of the order now, and striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. First offering. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the
表示がされてなかったで
A
すね。
swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the Rocks draw a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now a 4-1 game. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
忍者ガイデンもなんかおもろ
New
そう
inning
に
set
は
to get
見
underway,
え
and
ます。
standing in the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon.
Here it comes. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Fouled off.
忍者ガイデン。
Now the 1-1 pitch.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder. The 3-1. Swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's
おー
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone.
これまたええ音ですな。気持ちのええ音が。
So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Now, that ball was an absolute tape measure blast. Probably one of the farthest home runs you'll see all season. And as ShowTrack tells us, it was projected at exactly 450 feet. That's one that'll make the highlight shows later on for sure.
Stepping in now, Marcus Stroman. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
あちゃ
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
So now to the plate, Pete Alonso. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. High and deep down the left
か
field
なり
line.
でも打線がいいですな。
1 out, nobody on.
キャッチャーだけ宇宙仕様。
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
特殊で
This
す。
tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing
なん
back
か
on
あ
that
れ
home
み
run
たい。
to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you
ラグビ
respond
ー
that
とい
really
うか
matters.
アメフトでしたね。
At the plate,
頭
Kevin
頑丈に
Pillar.
してますもんね。
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
ボール当た
Hey,
っ
I
たら
gotta
やば
commend
い。
him a little bit. Lead-off homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Count is 1-2 now. 5 runs, 6 hits, and
ま
no
あ、直
errors on
後
the
に
Mets
当た
line
るのも
score so
たまら
far.
ん。
Changeup laid off down around the
相
shins.
当痛すぎてやばいでしょ
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Rockies 1. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next will be the speed threat, Garrett Hansen.
Number 1.
Sinker to open the AB
Yeah.
in there for strike 1.
ストライクじゃなくてやーってこれなんですよ
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 19. Charlie.
And now Charlie Blackmon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on the way.
Ball 1.
キャッチャー取り損ねたら審判当たるたまに審判も当たりますからねはい、こっちのキャッチャーもえらいごっついのつけてますよ
Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in.
おっ
Throw in
と
time at first for out number 2.
なんで紫やねんそら色のシーンちゃいますか
Story.
この3つのキャッチャーは青で
Story steps in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
まあ一応似たような感じのつけてますけど
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 5 to
色が
1.
揃ってるだけまだね4倍はこっ
Striding
ち
in
の
is James
ロッキー
McCann.
ズのキ
2
ャッチャー
home
でしょ
runs in 2 at-bats so
なん
far
か
and
フリーザ
looking
み
to
たいな
add
色
to
してな
that
いで
here.
Man, he's making a lot of noise in this one. He's feeling really locked in at the plate right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, anybody could get 2. There ain't too many guys hitting north of 2 bombs in the game in the big leagues.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
黒じゃなくて紫というね
Now McCann with a swing and a deep drive to
い
left.
ただきました
And it's gone as they add still another.
許容打ちますな
So a solo shot down the line in left, his 3rd home run of the ball game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Ben Bowden, the 6'4 southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop,
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip.
アウェーやかしゃあないな。ホームじゃないんでね。
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Number 3 has a play. He's got it one away. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be. When you add it all up, had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings, just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
He's set. Here it comes. Michael Conforto comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen.
チェンジ、スライダー、ストレート。
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, man? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Fouled away. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1 delivery. Chased out of his zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You can almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
買収されてる。
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. Halfway home tonight from Denver, it's the Mets 6 and the Rockies 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
He's
ready. Here's the first pitch. Josh Fuentes will stand in for the 2nd time as he watches 1 miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Ranging back is Pilar. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
ラインなんか黒いのつけてるからなんか紫が隠れてますけど、プロテクターついてるからあれは黒なんです。
called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The batter will be Sam Hilliard. As he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Around second, he's on his way to third. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
And that's his second triple this season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the three-bagger.
やばい。この人もでもスタミナはあるんですよね。先発要員でもこの2人がえらいスタミナがすごいんですよね。81でしょ。この人75あるんです。こっち行きますか。
At the plate now, Colton Welker. Swing and a liner.
また打つ。
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. A runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 6-3 contest. And they'll keep the pressure on here. He's in with a triple.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Into the box, number 3. No balls and 1 strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Hero Pro やからアウト。よう打ちますな。
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Jonathan Daza will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Jonathan.
変えてきました。
From the stretch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there. And that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So 2 are gone in the Rockies' half of the 5th. And striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far.
ブルーやけどちょっと色が。
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Misses, that's ball 1. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
バラバラですな、色が。白黒から紫から。
Into the windup and the pitch. Swung out and
あーまた持
hammered.
ってかれ
No
た。
doubt about this one. Watch it fly.
やたら打た
Gone
れます。
into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, Hero. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Into the box now, Garrett Hampson. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will get this one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Julian Fernandez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 85.
バラン
Julian.
Ready now is Luis Guillorme. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Count 1-0.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 1-0. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
あるまいるやな。
Now back. The left fielder, Brandon.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
悲観です。ちょろっと毛が見えてますが。危ない。
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
From the stretch. On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
ちょろっと毛がはみ出てますな。
Now into the box, Marcus Stroman. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
誰にしよう。ふに。
Dominic Smith will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for New York. Number 2, Dominic Smith.
ちょろげのモヒカンさん。
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away.
球
And
で
he's
も
looking
速
to
い。
get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And look out. That one ran in and got him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
モヒカンさん。頼みます。
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. He waits, now the pitch.
1-0.
Guillorme over at second. Smith at first, one gone. Look out, 2-0 now.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
The 2-0 on the way. Fouled off.
フリーザさんはちゃいます。
The 2-1. Strike two, swinging.
That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Full count, 3-2. Kevin Pillar will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Now
取られたら取り返すパターンですか。ああ、ピラーさ
Time
ん
call
ね。
to be played as he'll step out and try and start it again.
ピラピラピラーさん。あんまり打率は良くないけど、まあ、打ってないんやったら変えますわ。
Jose Martinez will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. First offering on its way. As a look, now the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Raging back is Tapia, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 9-5 ball game.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Robert Stevenson will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Robert Stevenson.
Next, here is James McCann. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 1 out and a runner on second base. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
The 0-2 delivery.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Here comes the 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Francisco Lindor will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Tapped up the third base line.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Mets out in front, 9-5. Jose Martinez is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning.
Now playing center field, number 16.
Jerry Familia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 27, Jerry Familia.
So now to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Charlie Blackmon.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it's one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. No balls and a strike to count. Blackmon at third with nobody out. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Here comes the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. That makes it a 9-6 contest now.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
So next to bat will be Josh Fuentes. Base is empty and one away following the sac fly.
That last at-bat, that home run, that was a changeup that was away that he went out and hooked and he pulled it. So if I'm going to throw that changeup again, I might throw that thing on the inside part of the plate. This guy looks like he has pretty good coverage on that outer third of the plate.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for a hit.
The left fielder, number 22, Sam.
Stepping in next, Sam Hilliard. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
1-1.
Just a tick behind for a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
To the plate now, Colton Welker. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 delivery. That's inside. 2-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. A couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. We're through 6 full. The Mets lead it 9-6. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Carlos Estevez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Chris Owings is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. First offering on its way. Michael Conforto stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Jeff McNeil is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. pitch on the way. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Estevez is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Not cheated there as he takes a big hack, and it's 3-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
He pulls this one into right, and the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in once again is J.D. Davis in his career against this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 0-1 the count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get the head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Tapia's in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Luis Guillorme.
So the next to bat will be Luis Guillorme. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1-0.
And the pitch.
No, that's down.
2 out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
That one's in there. 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Helpful.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Guillorme leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Too high, ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. They won't add to their 9s. Jeff McNeil will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 6.
Number 3 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Dylan Betances gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Dylan Betances.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fastball just inside.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
2-1.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Chris Owings now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now the 2-0.
Ball. Down.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
3-1 the count now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Raimel Tapia.
As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
McNeil is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, number 1.
At the plate now is Garrett Hampson. He grounded out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Rockies strand 1. They don't make any headway, still down 9-6. Michael Givens is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Michael Givens.
Jonathan Villar is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. He's set and the pitch. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here's the 0-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Ball 4, that pitch is low.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Up next to the match, the first baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. Pete Alonso is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him. VR on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Now to the plate, here is Jose Martinez. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One and two.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. 2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 2 out with the man at first. And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
There's ball 4. So here's the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
2-0 now.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
This one is launched. Look at this. Blackman going back and gone up into the second deck. Three-run home run down the line in right, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Wow, 9 home runs. D-Row, Dan, when's the last time you saw a power performance like this from 2 competing teams?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Daniel Bard comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
3-0 now. J.D. Davis would be next. Now the 3-0 offering. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Now at the plate is J.D. Davis. Flew out last time up. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
McNeil is off at first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 12 and the Rockies 6. Aaron Luke is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Aaron Luke.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The right fielder.
Now here's the first offering.
Blackmon.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Softly hit toward the hole. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Fouled off. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Next to dig in, Josh Fuentes. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Now back, left fielder, Sam Hilliard.
Stepping in now, Sam Hilliard. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Luis Guillorme. First pitch of the AB on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Swing and a line drive. And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases. And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. The tag comes down, and they're going to get him at third. Aggressive base running there following some shoddy defensive play, but it doesn't work out for him.
To me, that was just way too big of a risk. If you're leading off an inning and you've already got 2 bases easily, pull up and pat yourself on the back. You're already into scoring position, but now they've got nothing to show for the leadoff extra base hit.
So now to the plate, Brandon Nimmo.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set with the 0-1. Right side, but it's well foul. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Aaron Loop.
Now batting, the pitcher, Aaron Loop.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Changeup laid off down around the shins. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it though by a count of 12-6. C.J. Cron will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Seth Lugo takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Lugo, a 6'4" right-hander. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Through first and hustling for second. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
At the plate, number 3, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Just short, hit hard. He's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The batter, the third baseman, Red Owings.
In now for Colorado, Chris Owings. A base hit in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Owings playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Owings goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. At the plate now, Raimel Tapia pulled toward right center field. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. 12-6 the final tally here. New York hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Marcus Stroman earns his first win of the season. Antonio Senzatella permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive...